Hello, everyone. My name is Wyatt Pevney, and today I'll be discussing ethical issues in social media use among addiction professionals, focusing on specifically the NADAC Code of Ethics, Principle 6, Section 21. This particular section is essential because it lays out how counselors must handle informed consent, digital boundaries, privacy, and client safety whenever social media is involved. My presentation will unpack these requirements and place them in a context of research and real-world examples. In this presentation, I will begin by explaining what Principle 6-21 actually says and why it matters. Then I'll discuss the ethical risks that social media creates in addiction counseling. After that, I'll bring in academic perspectives from digital ethics researchers like Ofer Zur and Keely Combs, who offer guidance on maintaining healthy professional boundaries online. We'll walk through a case example, explore legal considerations, and finish with practical best practices for staying compliant with NADAC standards. The core of this presentation is that Principle 6-21 requires addiction professionals to actively protect clients by setting clear digital boundaries, obtaining informed consent, and respecting clients' privacy on social media. Let's begin with the exact language. Principle 6, Section 21 states that addiction professionals must 1. Clearly explain to clients and supervisees the benefits, risks, and boundaries related to using social media. 2. Explain their policies and procedures for social media during the informed consent process. 3. Respect clients and supervisees' privacy on social media and never investigate them online without prior written consent. The section highlights three major responsibilities: transparency, protection, and respect for clients' autonomy. It also emphasized that digital communication is not neutral. It comes with risks such as lack of confidentiality, misinterpretation, and potential boundary violations. NAADAC is clear. These risks must be openly discussed, not ignored. Social media introduces several ethical risks in clinical relationships. First, there is the blurring of professional boundaries. When a client sees their counselor's personal posts or when a counselor interacts with the client online, the professional relationship can quickly become confusing or inappropriate. Second, there is a risk of unintentional disclosure and confidential information. Even a casual photo or vague comment can reveal more than intended. Third, many counselors experience client-initiated online contact, such as receiving friend requests or messages without clear boundaries. These interactions can easily violate ethical standards. Principle 6-21 aims to prevent these risks by requiring professionals to set boundaries before problems arise. Section 21 explicitly states that clients must be warned about the inherent risks of using social media, including the lack of confidentiality. Unlike encrypted email or secure portals, social media platforms are public, commercial, and vulnerable to data leaks. Even private messages can be screenshotted or accessed by third parties. NAADAC emphasizes that the responsibility lies with the counselor, not the client, to explain these risks clearly. Addiction professionals must help clients understand that social media is not a safe space for clinical conversation. Posting about treatment can expose them to stigma or harm, and communication outside secure channels cannot be guaranteed confidential. This aligns with HIPAA requirements and protects clients from unintended harm. A major component of Principle 6-21 is the necessity of clear digital boundaries. This includes explaining to clients why counselors cannot accept friend requests, why clinical conversations cannot occur over social media messaging, and what communication methods are appropriate. Section 21 also requires addiction professionals to discuss these boundaries during informed consent, not later on when an issue arises. This proactive approach prevents misunderstandings and protects both the client and counselor. Researchers such as Combs emphasize that therapists should also maintain separate personal and professional online identities and consider written social media policies to increase transparency. To illustrate the real-world impact of Section 21, consider a case described by the literature by Keely Combs. A counselor responded publicly to a client's Facebook comment. The counselor saw this as a harmless interaction, but the client interpreted it as a therapeutic guidance. This blurred the client's expectations of the relationship and created emotional dependency. This scenario demonstrates why Section 21 emphasizes boundaries in written policies. A social media policy would have likely prevented confusion about whether online communication was appropriate. The case also reinforces the idea that even a small online interaction can be clinically significant. Best practice directly supported principles Principle 6-21's requirements. Addiction professionals should 1. Only use secure encrypted platforms per, for professional communication. 2. Create and share a written social media policy that is part of informed consent. 3. Explain risks clearly, including the lack of confidentiality on social media. 4. Set boundaries early, such as not accepting friend requests or direct messages. 5. Regularly check their own online presence to ensure it remains professional. These steps ensure compliance with NAADAC ethics and contribute to a safe therapeutic environment. It is important to understand that Section 21 does not stand alone. It intersects with legal requirements such as HIPAA and state licensing board rules. Using social media with clients without proper consent can result in ethical violations, loss of licenses, HIPAA breaches, and civil liability. But fully following Principle 6-21, counselors both protect clients and shield themselves from legal consequences. As social media continues to evolve, new ethical challenges appear. Many clinicians now use platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to create educational content. While this can be valuable, it increases the risk of over-disclosing personal information, being perceived as offering therapy online, attracting current or former clients as followers. Section 21 offers guidance here as well. Maintain professional boundaries, protect client privacy, and make sure clients understand the limitations and risks of engaging with content online. To conclude, NAADAC Principle 6, Section 21 is one of the most important parts of the Code of Ethics regarding modern practice. It requires addiction professionals to clearly explain risks and boundaries, address social media during informed consent, maintain professional digital behavior, and respect clients' privacy by not investigating them online without consent. When applied consistently, these standards create a therapeutic environment that is safe, ethical, and transparent, both offline and online. Here's my works cited page, and thank you.